This is our daily prayer with destiny. And this prayer is titled, Help Us to Connect with You. And I invite everyone to come on in, and we know that we are doing our exercise of deep breathing, stilling our minds and our bodies, and opening our hearts to the divine creator God of this universe. We're releasing all old negative energies, and we are breathing out and letting it go. Just practice that. Just pull it all up. Old energy, old thoughts, all negative vibes, leave our bodies. Now release it and allow your arms and your body, shoulders, neck become limp in a relaxed state of mode, okay? Breathe out, breathe it out, breathe out all old things. None of those things has no purpose. It's letting it go. As you raise your arms, and you invite the power and the spirit and the enlightenment of the divine creator God come into your heart right now, your heart center. Put your hands right there. And just find out the place of stillness and quietness. And just let it breathe in. Let it breathe in all the positivity, all the energy that you need to be strong, wholesome, and healthy. And let's pray. Will you please pray with me? Help us to connect with you. O creative God of the universe, please help us to get off of this roller coaster of life. This roller coaster that takes us down spiral, takes us upside twisted and around in a curvy loop, and it's pulling us from side to side, so many emotions, sometimes fears and anxiety to just get me off of this roller coaster ride. It's more than we can handle. Creator, we need you to stop all the distractions that are pushed at us every day, that keep us from connecting ourselves to you, our divine source, our divine power, our almighty God, our creator, who gives us life. We find ourselves being sucked into this trafficking world that's full of all kinds of distractions, that's taking away our time with you. Help us to connect. We want to connect with you. We want to get away from all this that the world is throwing at us. Creator God, we are tired now. And we want to get off this busy ride. There's so many rides that's taking us all over places that we don't need to be at. And they're taking us so far away from where we need, and that's at your feet. It's at your mercy. That's at the place where we can find you. Help us to get off those rides. And give us the power to connect with you, because you're giving that power within us already. That power that we can tread over all these things and these enemies, these confusions, all these things that come to pull us into directions that lead us away from your path of righteousness. Help us. Help us get off these busy rides. Give us the power to connect with you at any time of the day. And Creator, any time of the day, that means even in the midst of chaos. Just give us that time. Spend that time guiding us back to you. We find our lives getting busier day by day, and so many cares of the world are being pushed They've been pushed on us, and even our own responsibilities in our own personal lives. So many distractions, so much busyness, so much to keep us always going and moving and never standing still to talk to you or to listen with you or sit alongside, just to sit at your feet and listen to you talk to us. Or we're sitting in your presence around you and we are talking to you and we're communicating together. Help us to find that place back to you. Most of us are so busy and we are so caught up with staying connected to this ever-present digital world. This digital world of social media, these online publications, these shopping malls and shopping centers and online shopping, all the entertainment going from place to place, bar hopping, club hopping, and going to events and all those things, all kinds of entertainment. And even our jobs. It's all these things are keeping us from connecting with you. Traveling through the internet all the time, on social media sites and all kinds of things, and there are so many people out there that are hooked on porn sites and dating sites, and just so many distractions all through the internet. And we were spending endless times so much on our smartphones. We gotta do some video chats, we gotta do some texting, we gotta do some messengers, we just gotta do everything but other than find ourselves sitting quietly with you and connecting ourselves back to you. We allow all these things to become a distraction. All these things become gods, that we are now spending more time with them than we are with the divine creator God of this universe. Forgive us. We are ready to come back. We're ready to come back and connect ourselves to you, because you are the divine source. You are our life. You are our power and our strength. You are our sanity. Help us. And then so many times we find ourselves navigating through rush hour, all the rush hour traffic and the packed down freeways in such a nerve-wracking way. Traffic, going to work, coming home from work, day in and day out. We find ourselves at that place. And then we're shuffling our children here and there and all around and about, just throwing them at places and places so we can head off to do what we got to do. Distractions. Just keeping us disconnected from you. And we ask you to help us. Be ready. Be ready to listen. Be ready to spend that time with you. But then there are so many who are working long hours and they're working hard hours and they're exhausting hours on their jobs. And there are so many that now have found themselves job hopping, trying to work a first, second, third job, or whatever it is that needs to take for them, that they think to just to make ends meet. But it's all it's doing is taking more time from them, spending that time with you. Help us, Creator God. Help us. Help us to find ourselves back to you. We thank you right now. We got our ears open and we are listening. We want to just hear your voice once again, calling us to come. But then right now, there's also so many other distractions. Like we're striving to keep ourselves healthy by eating right and exercising. And then we are trying to keep our homes intact and keeping our homes clean and in order, and we're keeping our place neat. And that's more time that we are spending away from you. Then we find ourselves running household errands, taking care of things, and picking up groceries, going out do shopping, whatever we need to take care of the house. More distractions, more time divided, and no time left for you. Creator God, the world and ourselves, we have deleted you out of our day. We have totally, absolutely deleted you, depleted you, has ignored you out of our day. And we just don't take the time out of our day to make that true sound connection with you anymore. We don't find time to be still and to hear your voice. We don't take time, we don't even recognize that you exist sometimes. Help us. Please help us. God, creator of the universe, this whirlwind of activities, all of these whirlwind of activities, all these roller coaster rides and all this noise and all the information going in and out of our heads, all of the attractions around us, pulling us into this place and that place and wherever place that sometimes we just don't need to be at. And all of these distractions just catching our attention, turning on our temptation to things that we should not even be desiring. All of these distractions of our postmodern lives, it just leave us feeling so exhausted, so confused, and mostly disconnected from you, the divine source, the one who gives us life. We ask you to help us. We need help. Help us to find our way back to you. We cry out right now. Help us, please. Help us to pull off the blankets and the covers from our eyes so we can see that these things that is competing with our heads every day, and we are turning our attention and our time to it and away from you, it does not serve us any good. It does not serve the purpose that we need. So let us cut it loose and walk away from those things that has no power over us. We just don't know how sometimes. But it's not serving us, and help us to know how to walk away from things that no longer serve us. Help us to find our way back to you. Tell us, Creator, God of this universe, tell us, how do we find calm centers, that peaceful streams, those places which is quiet and still? Tell us, how do we find those calm centers in all the storms in our lives that we face every single day? How do we find those calm centers through those storms, and how to stop them, and how to focus on you even when the storms are so raging, fierce, and wild? How can we focus on you? You know, the Bible says, and I thank you, but it tells us in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it said that we must not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed. And that is by the renewing of our minds. And then you goes and you tell us in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, and you say to us, set our minds on things above and not on things on this earth. You even told us what to do, but we just don't take time to meditate on your word. We don't take time to pick it up, to read it. We don't take time to come and talk to you and ask you for the answers that we need and the direction. So, Creator, God of this universe, teach us how to discipline our physical mind, how to connect with these many amazing blessings that you want for us. You have prepared a table before us in the presence of our enemies. We don't have time to even sit down and enjoy that. Because we're too busy out there entertaining them and dancing with them and going places and hanging out with them, but we don't hang out with you. Help us. Teach us discipline. Teach us to control. Teach us our physical minds how to connect with this beautiful universe, this beautiful nature, this beautiful world that you created. This many amazing blessings that you want us to have. Creator God, we have lost our way. We have gone astray. We have gone a whoring after other gods. And we have put everything before you. Forgive us for that. And we have forgotten you. And we have forsaken you. Forgive us for that. And we have forgotten your promise to us that you said that you will never leave us, nor will you forsake us, but we've forgotten that. Therefore, we're asking you, please help. Help us now. Even though you said in your word that you'll never leave us, nor will you forsake us? I don't know why we don't hold on to that. Hold on to it and believe it and trust you, because you said it and you cannot lie. But therefore, even when you say that, you let us know that we are always connected to you. You're always there. You said that you would never leave us, nor will you forsake us. You're always there, but we just forgot. But we're always connected to you. Even if we don't even feel like we are not, you are connected with us. And we have lost our way, Creator God. We have lost our way, totally, absolutely lost our way. And we don't know how to get out of this whirlwind race, this rat race world, this roller coaster riding world. We don't know how to get out of all the traffic of this world system. And we don't know how to get away from the world that is tossing us back and forth, through and out and in and about. And we don't know how. But this world and all these distractions and things are pulling us farther and farther and farther away from you. Farther away from your purpose and your plan for our life. Farther away from the peace and the love and the joy that you want to give to us. Far and farther away from your love. And we are lost. And we don't know how to get back to you when we're so lost. We done played out with the enemy so long. We have played around with the world system so long. We have went after these gods. And we hoard after all these things, and we lost connection with you. And now we are lost. And we ask you to help us. Help us to find our way back to you. Help us, because we are so far from where you want us to be. Help us to stop allowing the world and all these things to pull us farther away from you. Even though I said we are so lost, and right now a lot of us are so afraid. We're so disconnected from you, and we didn't even recognize it. We just went along, played with the world. We played with all kinds of little entertainment and things that was not of you, and we just totally did not recognize how far away that we have gotten from you. Not until now, and now we see that we have lost you. In all the shuffling and mixing of things, we have pushed you out of the equation. And we say sorry. So help. We ask you to help us, Creator God. Help us to connect back to you. And please bring us back to the divine source and our power. And breathe into us all over again, that breath of life. So we can become a living soul, connected with you and the universe and everything within your creation and your nature. Father, I thank you. And we thank you. So let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing and be so acceptable in your sight, Creator. For you are our strength and you are our Redeemer. And we say, so be it.